So come on in, sound check done, let's begin. Breaking news, the guess is you. Streaming live for you to view. Open House the podcast. Open House the podcast. Oh.
We're just going to add ourselves. And hello, everybody. Good morning. Yes, this is different. We have got to start filming behind the scenes for people so that they can actually see the madness. Oh, look at that. I like that, actually. We should keep it like this. Do you see what's happening right now? Not yet.
So just for a little bit.
Just to give a little bit.
I'm watching from Facebook Live.
Look at this. This is really cool. We should keep it like this. I love this. Is this the Facebook Live feed showing the animation going all the way around? I think I found a new way for us to do these videos. It does. It's so ADD though.
Wow, Johnny, this is gonna be hard.
Why is that?
We are behind.
I know. I told you, don't look at the video. Look right here. It's just a normal conversation, just like practice. Over here. There we go. Now we're good. Well, welcome everybody. It is Open House, the podcast. We are sliding in here like crazy. It has been a day so far, and it's okay because we've made it.
I wish you guys could see our setup.
I showed it. I showed a little bit of it. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. So it's one of those. Here's the deal, and I think that this is a common thread. I think if there's one thread that I've had throughout my life and everything that I've done, and unfortunately it carried into this, is that the unexpected happens, right? And when it does, you just got to do the best you can with what you got. The first coach that I ever had in real estate, this is going to drive you nuts because you're going to keep looking down.
I know.
Here's the best part. When you talk, right, you can look at me, you can say whatever you want to say. Then you can look down and you can literally watch yourself.
What I just did.
Yes.
It's kind of trippy. I'm not going to lie. My brain is kind of hurting right now, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing good and excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
My first ever coach in real estate, his name was Barino. And he passed away, unfortunately, but he was the first coach that I ever had. And I love what he did, because what he did is he came out first with what was known as the Expired Plus program. And back when I got started in real estate, like that was what we had to work with, and that was all, like pretty much all we had to work with. And it wasn't like the expired
listings.
Yeah, expired listings. Yeah. And you got to remember, when I got started during the crash, listings were expiring because buyers weren't buying homes, and there was already a ton of homes on the market. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't know if you know this or if I've ever shared this before.
What?
There is, and if there's non-real estate people listening, I'm going to give away one of the biggest secrets of the market. All right? There is only one single reason a home doesn't sell.
Okay.
That's it.
Tell me.
I will. I'm going to tell everybody.
I need to
because here's the deal. We are trained on a script. All right. Have you ever heard the script? Well, there's the three things. I don't know. We're gonna go through a couple things today. There's a script that real estate agents use, and it's to get you to realize that your price is too high. And here's how the script goes. Well, the reason that we haven't received any offers, when I'm looking at your home, typically there's three reasons that a home doesn't sell. It's either the location, right? It's the condition, or it's the price.
Yeah.
Now, did you catch what I just did there? Because it's interesting what you just did. Look, quick, you can see it. Look at the replay. I nodded my head yes, and the first thing you did was agree with me, nod your head yes, and you said yes right away.
Yeah.
You just did it again.
I know.
It's interesting because it's habit. Now, this is a script that has been around forever.
Oh, you're using your script on me, and it's working. Yes.
If only it was that easy, Summer.
I was gonna say.
If real estate doesn't work, no. But that's the script, right? And when you hit that last part, or is it the price and you're nodding yes, people will mimic what you're doing. Watch right now. You'll see. It's crazy how this happens. It's just human nature, right? So the truth of the matter is, and when you're in the house, they would train you to say, well, the location's good and the condition of your home is decent. So what do you think the problem is? And then it gets them to instantly go price. Well, I got news for you.
Okay, say what if you do a price cut and it's still not selling?
Then the price is still the problem.
Yeah.
The price is always the problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's always going to be the price. It's the number one thing. And some people might disagree, but let me ask you a question. At some point in time, now what I'm not saying is that the price isn't fair. I can mute you before you make chirpy noises, I just got to reach way over here.
I know.
The thing that you got to remember is that we're not talking about is the price fair, right? Like you may think that the price is not fair. If you have a $300,000 home and the home is worth $300,000, okay, and you list that home for $100,000, do you think it's going to sell?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the price.
Yeah.
It's always the price. Now, you might not think it's fair that you only got the 100,000 and you might want more, and that's fine. And it's the same thing with the opposite. If you have a $300,000 house and you list it for $500,000, even in the best seller's market that exists, do you think that that's going to sell? Very, very, very unlikely that somebody's going to pay an extra $200,000 for a property that doesn't need it.
Right.
And I used to tell clients all the time, it's like imagine having a Coke and a Pepsi sitting on a shelf. Pepsi keeps their price at $1.90. Coke raises theirs to $10 just because.
Nobody's gonna.
Who do you think's going to buy the Coke?
Right.
Now, there's some really crazy dude out there that's like, yeah, I bought the most expensive Coke ever, right?
Yeah.
But once Jake Paul is done with that purchase, did you get that reference? That's
did.
good. See, that's what I like about that.
Happen that it lands.
What I like about that reference is you don't. Me and you get that reference differently because Jake Paul as a social media guy, right?
No.
Who do you know Jake Paul as?
I'm thinking.
I can mute you. Yeah, what?
Is he not a fighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
I
he's
didn't
really
sound
not.
silly.
No, you didn't sound silly.
Okay.
No. So I know him as a professional wrestler. You know him because he fought Mike Tyson. Because he's a personality. He does the prime
That's
drinks.
true. I really didn't know who he was before he fought Mike Tyson.
I only knew him because my kids told me that he was the prime drink guy.
Yeah.
And then I knew him for wrestling.
Yeah, because it was all wrestling. It was a huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. See? Yeah. Another high five. We are nailing this show. This show is good. But
This is a really good show.
The show's good when both the hosts are like, this is premium content. This show right here, probably the best, right?
Yeah.
That is that is lessons from Trump right there. The best show. Can I do a Trump? This is the best. Nope, I can't.
The best.
The best. The
Yeah,
best.
you did that.
Did I?
You did.
This is I can't do it now.
Oh no.
The greatest show.
I'm snorting.
This
is such a good show.
I could do it as Batman. The best. There it is. There's Trump.
Yeah.
This is the best show. I don't know. Anyway, the point was, circling back, the point is the price is the number one.
It is.
It's the number one secret.
We're gonna get silly. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be one of those
We're getting
days.
silly
I don't.
today.
Yeah,
My face. I just hit my face. And I'm like,
the best show ever.
I don't talk. I just don't my face. But that is so true. It's the price. It really is.
Yeah.
And a seller will get frustrated if they have their phone their house listed for sale and it's not selling. Okay, we need to circle back. We need to have a conversation. And it is true. A lot of times it goes back to price and people, they really believe their house is worth a certain amount. And sometimes they're just so adamant about that. So they don't want to do a decrease. They don't want to do whatever. And that's us as the agent. We now need to be creative.
Yeah.
We need to figure out different ways. Even Kevin was talking to me today, and we have a listing that we're thinking about maybe a price decrease.
Yeah.
But it's cool too because he mentioned we're going to speak with our lender, James Taveggia, and see if there is something that maybe Taveggia can offer as like a buy down, or I don't know, something like that. It wasn't a full conversation, but it was interesting because that is a fun and a creative way that we could get more people in the house.
Yep.
And they can actually buy the house,
You know what I realized? Worst case scenario, we just take this clip and say, seller, your house is too darn expensive.
Yeah.
It's time to come off the crazy train, right? Mm-hmm. And now we have this clip forever, and we just send this to our clients. This is your notice. You're nuts.
This is a really good show.
But it's interesting. Yesterday I got the chance to do something I haven't done in a long time, and I had a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I want to start doing this more. In fact, you haven't even seen this because we haven't. We've got to get back to where we're connecting. Check this out. I'm going to show you a picture. I'll show it to the camera, and there it is. Boop. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, look at you working.
Yeah, you see what I've got though?
Your headphones on.
Look at that. I zoomed in. Do you see that? Literally just going old school down a list of phone numbers on a sheet of paper, two scripts in front of you, right? Mm-hmm. And just dialing through, right? Just dialing for dollars. It's been forever to do it. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I was dialing with somebody, and I said, it's funny because sometimes you just have to have awkward conversations. It's one of my favorite things to tell people. Mm-hmm. We get so nervous as real estate agents, as people in general. You're supposed to say something to somebody. You think you should. Here's a good example. Last night, I'm at Mark Z's office, right? And there's only two of us left. This big white van pulls up, and this guy I've never seen before, he just starts taking furniture from outside. Like Mark has all this furniture outside of his office. Mm-hmm. He just starts taking it and sticking it in the back of his van. And we're both looking at him like, it's awkward. You don't know.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah. And you don't know.
Don't know.
So what do you do? So I just walked out and I said, "Hey, are you supposed to be doing that?" And he goes, "Oh, yes." I said, "All right." I walked back in.
All right, fair enough.
The person I was with was laughing because, she didn't want to go out there and ask. And I just told her, it's my favorite thing. Like sometimes we just need to have the awkward conversations.
Yes, I agree.
The number one thing that drives me nuts when it comes to buyer's agents, they don't ask you. They get done showing you, show a home, that home that you just showed, and they don't turn around and go, "Do you want to buy this home?" Like, no. Hey, okay. Well, we got that one off. What do you think? Or they don't say. They're like, "Well, I'm going to shut the lights off. On to the next one."
Yeah.
Like we get these nerves for some odd reason, and we don't ask the questions that we need to ask.
Yeah.
In order to even get business. Mm-hmm. How easy is it to ask? And especially when it comes to buyer's agents. Do you want to buy this home? No. Okay. Why
not?
Great. Well, this home doesn't have a garage. Well, the next 10 homes that we're looking at don't have a garage either. So we need to readjust our search criteria.
Exactly, yeah.
I just want to see them just in case. Mm-hmm. Well, are you okay adding a garage? No, I really need a garage. Okay, then I'll tell you what. Let's go back to my office and we'll find a home that has one that's just like one of these next 10 one that you're. There's no reason in burning your gas. Mm-hmm. Some odd reason we get super nervous to actually have that conversation with people.
It's funny because I can like self-relate to this a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm like learning and becoming more comfortable.
Good.
But like I would get so nervous. And then you're right though. You have to just do it.
Yes.
So I anticipate like, a showing or, you have that conversation. Cool. Do you want to put an offer in?
Yeah.
It's so casual and so normal.
It should be.
And I'm learning that. And it should be. And that's why we're working with these people. Like they want us to ask those questions. And the more you do things that are uncomfortable, the more comfortable you'll get.
And then you got to get more uncomfortable again.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got to uncomfortable yourself to success.
And then you're just going to keep getting better and better.
Because that's the worst thing. You've heard it before. And I'm the bad example, so use Summer for this one because she actually does stick to a gym thing. I don't even know what you call it.
Gym regimen.
A regimen. G.
Regimen.
She's got a regimen.
Yeah. I actually didn't go this morning, so I'm gonna go this evening
Yeah.
just to stick to the regimen.
Every single morning, I call and she's there. I just know where you're at in the mornings.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Yep.
So, but that's good. And it's just like that, building that muscle, right? It's awkward at first. You don't know how to use the machine right,
It is, yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're a pro at it and you're able to take it
Even
over.
just walking into the gym,
Yeah.
you don't want to do it. Some days
No.
I'm even like, I'm just gonna turn around and go home, but
Turn around.
but you just go in and you do it. There's no
Yeah.
better way to get better than to just do the things that make you maybe a little bit uncomfortable, because that's what's going to bring you
Now,
success. in the long
here's a
run.
fun thing. Now you can stack on Atomic Habits, right? Have you ever read this book, Atomic Habits?
No.
So in the book, the main premise is, and it's been around forever, realistically, success and the success principles are the same, and they have been the same throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's how people reposition it, right?
Yeah.
So like when it comes to Atomic Habits, the number one principle is you take something that you're already doing as a habit. So for instance, you're going to the gym, all right? In fact, I'll set you up one right now. Have you started getting business from your gym yet?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad. How are you doing that?
It's literally just from like going all the time. Truthfully, I don't like to chat with people when I'm at the gym.
There it is. Yeah. But yeah.
I go to the same gym and I go so frequently that I'm making friends.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
I don't know how it happens. You come here often?
But seriously, I mean, mid-workout, like I am like dying. I'm sweating. I'm lifting weight, and people come up to me now. I think I might just be
Okay. The greatest show. What is it because you saw yourself?
Yeah, I know.
Summer has this thing.
You're going like this, and I'm like trying to be serious.
Summer has this thing where she can't video. I don't know. It's this thing. It's so crazy. Like if we do a green screen, Summer
For
can.
some reason, I just laugh.
It's
I
like
think it's so funny. Anyway, so I will work out, and like people just approach me now, and I like that about myself, that I am approachable.
Yeah.
Even when I truthfully, some days I don't want to have a working conversation.
I'm approachable, but I hate it. Don't approach me.
But it makes me happy at the end of the day. And then when people do come up to me, I get to then have conversations.
Yeah.
And now I even feel comfortable when I see someone working out next to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's impressive. And I'm like, wow, look at her go, or look at him go. Like, that's really cool. It's impressive. And maybe I'll, good work. Let's do something.
You just walk up behind and be like, hey, good job. Good job. Just want to let you know. Look right in their ear. Just want to let you know you did a good job.
And then they have headphones
Like,
and so they take it out and they're like, what'd
you say?
Yeah.
I said, you done with the machine yet, bro?
Yeah. And so it's really cool though, because I've had conversations. I've met other agents.
Yeah.
There. Someone comes to mind offhand. He has a listing in Chesterfield.
There it is.
We need more eyes on it. He's chatting with me about it. I might have a client who's interested too. So it's like,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is really cool. And I appreciate that about, going to the gym, and it's my hobby and I enjoy doing it. But I'm a real estate agent all day, every day.
All day, every day.
So it's fun. I get to share that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Atomic Habits is all about taking a habit, and you've already done this, right? But being mindful of it. So you take a habit that you already do, and then you find something that you want to do that's going to excel you. I think the two best books that you could ever probably put together is The Slight Edge first, right? Every little decision that you make is going to take you further from or closer to your goals and your dreams, and blend that together with Atomic Habit, which is every habit that you have, you can stack on top of something that you're already doing, right?
Yeah.
So if what I need to do is talk to 10 people a day, right? That's my goal, talking to 10 new people every single day, and I'm in the gym anyway, then a small habit is I can't leave that gym without talking to at least one person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm already there. I'm already doing it. Boom. Now I got one extra habit. You can keep stacking on that stuff. And that's what makes that really easy. But going back to having I don't know how we got there, going back to having the awkward conversations, it goes back to like the seller, right? Like back in the day, you've had sellers, and even today, it's weird because we're in a market that's kind of shifting. You're starting to see concessions again. You're starting to see some houses stay on the market for a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
Like this is starting to happen out.
It is.
And having those awkward conversations, even with your buyers. One of the biggest reasons that real estate agents stop contacting buyers that were actually ready is because the buyer thought that they were ready, then something happened, and then all of a sudden the agent doesn't follow up with them. Then what happens? When you don't follow up with somebody, how do you feel? You feel like following up with them?
Yeah, no, if I feel like I'm not following up with them, I really just feel like I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me feel good.
No. And
Yeah.
then what happens?
I almost feel like lazy.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
what happens with the normal agent is they let that feeling actually turn into a reality. Then before you know it, it's been 6 months.
Yeah.
Now you have this contact, and this is really weird because you guys went out, you saw this property, they wanted to put an offer in, and then all of a sudden something weird happened. You started not contacting them. Now it's awkward all of a sudden.
Yeah.
This happens in our real life. You had a friend that you talked to, and then all of a sudden, their birthday passed and you didn't wish them a happy birthday. And then before you know it, 6 months later, you pass each other and you're like, I don't even know if I like this person anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it all got awkward already. Like, wow, how does that happen?
Yeah, it's communication.
It's because of, lack
is.
thereof, right?
Yeah, you should have good communication. And as an agent, that can be difficult because you're communicating with a lot of people every day. But like how you mentioned, if I'm going to talk to 10 new people a day and like write it down or have a visual somewhere and like keep that goal, because it's easy to get scrambled. It's easy to get confused when there's so many people, so many contacts, but you need to constantly be doing this.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes. And the other thing is, going back to awkward conversations, don't forget to have those awkward conversations.
Mm-hmm.
If it's been 6 months and you thought to yourself, man, I should have been getting a hold of this person, get a hold of them.
Yeah, even doing like a buyer like a consultation,
A
when you
reconsultation.
or even when you first meet someone, you have to. If you're afraid and you're scared, cool, you're not going to have business.
No,
you have to do it.
Yes.
Yep, and learn, and then the more that you do that, the more normal it will be, and next thing you know, you're doing it without even thinking. At this point, you're meeting new people all day, every day.
That's my life every day. I just do life without thinking. It's a problem. I have a tool, though, that I want to introduce you to that you know of, but I don't know if you've ever thought the depth of this before.
Okay.
This is probably the most underutilized tool and way to use ChatGPT that I guarantee you nobody is doing. Have you used ChatGPT lately?
I use it every day.
Do you?
I do.
Have you ever?
You're so proud of me, Johnny.
Have you ever role played with it?
No.
So most people don't do
I
this.
have had it write me a few scripts because I was making like specific phone calls, and I really wanted my script to go a certain way, and like my kindness and who I am, like to be in there. And you can't just find that on Google or the Top Fairy. Like they made it their way. But I will
want it
because it knows me.
way.
Yeah.
You ready for something? I'm going to do this live. I have no idea what it's about to do, but I do this all the time, every day. So one of the biggest secrets, and this is what I like about, listen, I think you absolutely should do this with real people too, okay? Mm-hmm. However, ChatGPT has something that real people don't have, and that is, one, it's got access to the entire internet, right? But this has become my favorite role-playing partner of all time. So like this, watch this. Hey, ChatGPT, say hello to the Open House, the podcast audience. You're live on the radio with them.
Oh, that's exciting. Being live on the radio is always a fun experience. How can I help you make the most of it? Are you looking for some tips, or are you just sharing the excitement?
No, hey, listen, what I'm doing is I'm showing an example of how I do role play with you. And so let's do one of our role playing sessions. I want you to be a expired listing. I'm going to call you, and I'm going to run through a script. Sound good?
That sounds awesome. All right, I'm ready whenever you are. Just go ahead and start the call, and I'll jump into character as the homeowner with an expired listing.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Sarah speaking. Who's calling?
Hey, Sarah, this is Johnny giving you a call from EXP. Probably not the first agent to give you a call, am I?
Oh, hi, Johnny. Yeah, you're right. I definitely had a few calls since the listing expired. What's up?
Hey, listen, the reason for the call is I was just calling to see if you were to get the right price for your home, would you still be interested in selling it, or are you going to be keeping it off the market?
Well, we were definitely hoping to sell it, but we just didn't get the offers we were looking for, so we're a bit on the fence right now.
Okay, I can completely understand that. Let me ask you a question. What were the plans when you did sell the home? What were you thinking about doing?
Well, we were hoping to relocate closer to family and maybe downsize a little bit, so that was the plan if everything worked out.
Oh, great. Where's family at?
They're actually in Ohio, so we were looking to move a bit closer to them and spend more time together.
Let me ask you a question. When were you hoping to be in Ohio so that you could spend more time with your family?
Ideally, we were hoping to be there by the end of the summer just to get settled in before the holidays, but we're flexible if the right opportunity comes along.
Well, let me ask you a question. If that right opportunity were now and I could show you a way where we could make sure you could still get there by the end of summer, would you be interested?
Yeah, I think we'd definitely be open to that if it all lines up the way we hope. Let's chat about what you have in mind.
Great. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So hang on. I'm going to talk to you back in a
I
second.
enjoyed that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, here's the thing. First off, ChatGPT makes a very funny Sarah. What an interesting choice.
I know.
Now,
Hi, I'm Sarah.
but have you used this feature where it talks like a real person like this yet? Like,
I have, yeah.
It's
Because I've seen you
crazy
use
to me.
it.
Yeah.
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 I'm on my laptop a lot, and
Yeah.
I'll use ChatGPT on my laptop. But
Yeah. Now, here's the thing about ChatGPT. Now, the average agent will do this and they'll be like, I could nail any appointment. But is that how that goes? Is this how real conversations go?
honestly, that would be a great conversation.
Yes, but all right. So you ready for
That's
this?
not how they go.
Yeah. So watch this. Hey, ChatGPT, let's role play again. You are a motivated seller, but I need you to be a hard motivated seller and hit me with some objections so it's not so easy for me to get the appointment. Sound good?
Got it. I'm ready to be a tough but motivated seller. Let's see how you handle those objections. Go
Absolutely.
ahead and...
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Mark speaking.
Hey, Mark, it's Johnny giving you a call from EXP. Probably not the first agent to give you a call, am I?
Hey, Johnny. Yeah, I've definitely had a few agents reach out to me already.
Yeah, I know. It's like, where were they at when your house was actually for sale? But just like them, I know your home's expired. The reason for my call is if you were still to get a good offer on that home, would you still be willing to sell it, or are you off the market for good?
Well, I'm definitely still interested in selling, but I really want to make sure I get the right price this time around. Last time, it just didn't quite work out the way we hoped.
Okay, I absolutely understand that. Let me ask you a question. When you get that right price, where is it that you're planning on going? What were the plans?
Well, the plan was to move somewhere warmer, maybe down south, but it all depends on getting the right deal for this house first.
No, I absolutely understand that. When you say down south, what are you thinking?
But we're considering maybe Florida or the Carolinas, somewhere with a bit more sunshine and a more relaxed pace of life.
I got you. How did you end up picking those two states?
We actually have some friends who moved out there and they've had
Blah, 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 blah. This, the point is, and I could do this all day. Maybe I should. I like to get ChatGPT to the point where then I'd say, all right, now make it harder, now make it harder, and now make it harder. And I get it to the point. Now, here's the best part about this. If you haven't done this, this is where this becomes golden, is this question right here. So one of the best questions. I think everybody should be rolling with ChatGPT because it will do one thing that the average person won't. Hey, I want you to analyze how I handled the objections and how my script is, and I need feedback on it.
You did a great job of staying friendly and conversational, and you definitely kept me engaged and interested. One suggestion would be to dig a little deeper into the seller's motivations and any concerns they might have, just to build that trust and show that you really understand their needs. Overall, though, you did great.
If there was one tweak that I could make to my script that would virtually guarantee me success at booking an appointment, what would that be?
I think the biggest tweak would be to confidently present a unique value or a solution that directly addresses the seller's main concern. So if it's about getting the right price or timing, offering a clear plan that shows how you can achieve that for them would really seal the deal.
Perfect. So now here's the best part. Now we take this a step further, okay? With almost all CRMs, you can record your conversation. All right? Now, in the state of Michigan, it has to be done with permission, which is why every single time I call somebody, I make sure that I have their permission in order to record. Because all of our Follow-Up Boss does this, by the way. Your Follow-Up Boss does this too. You can have a conversation with somebody in Follow-Up Boss. Let chat hear it and then say, what do I need to do based on this conversation at my listing appointment to virtually guarantee my success of getting this listing?
Yeah.
And chat will say, well, based on the conversation you just had, you need to present them with these facts or do this, or this is what they weren't saying underneath. It's incredible what you can pull out of ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's really cool. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
And you can like ask questions on how to get better and fix it. And
Yeah.
how do I guarantee this or whatever? I mean, obviously ChatGPT, it's not going to guarantee it, but it's going to definitely lead you down the correct pathway.
Here is the thing. There is a word that I inserted here that's very important to insert, and this isn't true in marketing as well, but to get chat to do this, and it's the word virtually. If you say virtually guarantee, that is like the secret sauce to be able to get some of the results that chat would normally say, well, I can't guarantee that, or we can't guarantee this. But by inserting the word virtually, it makes it so that, and it's true in marketing too. Whenever you market, if you say, I guarantee you that, that if you buy my coaching course, you'll increase your revenue by $100,000. Well, now I've got some legal issues happening because if it doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
But if I say, if you do everything I say that you should do, I can virtually guarantee that word virtually there solves all of your issues. Mm-hmm. And that's what you do with chat.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing, you want me to have one more conversation with chat? Because I'll show you my favorite one.
Sure, why not?
All right. This is my favorite. This is for the people that can't handle no. Again, have awkward conversations. If you can't do this with a real person, then do this with chat. Hey, ChatGPT, we're going to run the script one more time. I'm calling you. You're an expired, but I need you to be very angry. I need you to be mean, and I need you to tell me no. And you are not under any circumstances going to sell your home.
Got it. I'll be a tough one this time. All right, let's do it. Feel free to start whenever you're ready.
Ring, ring.
What? Who is this? Why are you going me?
Hey, well, I'll tell you why I'm going you. This is Johnny. I'm giving you a call from EXP, but it sounds like I'm not the first agent to call you, am I?
Yeah, you're right. And I'm honestly tired of these calls. We're not selling the house anymore, and that's final.
Oh, man, I appreciate you even answering the phone. It's like all these agents are calling. Where were they when you were selling the house? Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. And then now that it's off the market, everyone's calling, and it's honestly frustrating. We are just done with it all.
Well, I'm so sorry that you were frustrated with all this. Let me ask you a question, though. Like, what were the plans when you did sell the home?
Look, I appreciate you asking, but honestly, we had plans and they've changed. So right now, I'm really not interested in going over this again.
Okay, I completely understand that. If the plans were to unchange sometime in the future, when do you think that would be?
Honestly, I can't say. Right now, we're just not interested at all, so there's really no point in discussing it any further.
No, I completely understand that. Let me ask you one last question before I let you go, because it really sounds like you were let down. If I could show you a way that I could virtually guarantee that we wouldn't let you down again, and sometime in the future when you were ready, we could help you get whatever it was that you were originally trying to get, Would you be willing to allow me the opportunity, if it was only for 5 minutes, to show you how we could do that?
I appreciate the offer, but honestly, I think I'm going to pass. I just don't want to deal with this right now.
All right, can I just be honest with you?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so
What is it?
my grandma's in the hospital. And if I don't make enough money in order to pay for her operation, which is thousands of dollars, she isn't going to make it. So it is all up to you whether or not I get this one yes, just so that I can get her out of the hospital. Can we just meet for 5 minutes?
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that about your grandma. I can tell you're in a tough spot, but I do hope everything works out for you and your family. Thank you for understanding my situation as well.
Great, I understand. Does that mean I can meet you tonight at 5 o'clock?
I appreciate your persistence, but I'm going to have to decline.
Listen,
I wish you all.
I'm in your front yard right now.
Oh, that definitely sounds a bit intense. Let's keep things respectful and professional.
Do you hear me knocking on your door? That's me.
I'm just a virtual assistant, so I can't actually hear anything.
So my favorite thing. So listen, sometimes I spend more time doing that than anything. It's my favorite thing in the world to do with ChatGPT. Look, ask it to give you no's no matter what. Did you see how many times I tried though? Now, when I get on with a regular person, it's never that hard. Then I like to get to the point where
There are people like that though.
But what did I say about awkward conversations? Now, I'm not telling you to tell people on the phone that your grandma's in the hospital, okay?
Yeah.
But what I like to do is I like to get so crazy with ChatGPT that it goes, listen, this is role playing. I'm uncomfortable with this conversation.
Yeah,
now.
you made ChatGPT comfortable. That's funny.
It was like, wait a minute, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore. No, it's so fun. And again, tell ChatGPT just to tell you no over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And see how many times you can take that no before you get on with somebody. Have those awkward conversations. And I've got so many recordings somewhere of me on ChatGPT just going off the wall crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like really crazy stuff.
Oh,
like
it's fun. It's
I'm
really
trying to save
smart.
kittens, and this is
It's really smart. It's
fun.
different, and it just takes me back to even when we first started using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like, there's always some new ideas.
Like 3 weeks ago,
fun
or
ways.
you or we, like or a society.
When we were at the Epic office in Lake Orion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did, because you started using it just recently, like full time, right? Like 2 months ago.
Yeah, like I've always used it, and but I use it now.
Yeah,
I use it basically every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some conversations with it, and then have some fun conversations.
I really enjoy it. My brother Chris helped me set it up.
Yeah.
And he added like a real estate expert.
Yeah. He built
there.
the GPT for you.
He did. It
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
So
Shout
at the
out,
end,
Chris.
shout out.
Shout out to Chris. Woo.
I think I think it does. Oh, actually, it's playing music. I think it does work. We just can't hear it because
we
of your
can't
phone.
hear. Yeah. You're right.
Anyway, long story short, I think that ChatGPT is still far underutilized in what you can do and how you can set it up.
I agree.
I started working on seller scripts. So one of the things that we have in our database is we have sellers that are constantly chiming in, right? So I said, all right, cool. Well, my standard seller script is, hey, I see that you were on the website recently. It actually set a notification for me to reach out to you because it looks like you might be thinking about selling your home. Great. What are the plans? Then you let them talk, right? Well, I realized my script needed a little bit of tweaking, so I threw it into ChatGPT after one of my conversations. And I haven't gone through all of it yet, but it spit out a conversation. But for me, and this is one of the things that I was taught in communications classes, you start with a script, but then you want to tear that script apart and say, why am I saying what it is that I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't
just read the thing. If you really want to get good at conversations and nail scripts, understand the psychology behind what you're saying. The if I could, would you? Where is the if I could, would you in this script? It's a classic. Because at some point in time, you're going to hit an objection where a person says, I don't think so right now. Well, let me ask you a question. If I could, would you? If I could get you, I don't want to buy right now because we just signed a new lease because we couldn't find a home that we wanted. Okay. Well, if I could get that lease, if you were to break out of your lease and I could get that covered somehow, right? Then would you still be interested in purchasing? oh yeah, then we would think about it, right? That if I could, would you? So where is that in the script?
Yeah.
And then why does it? Then why?
I don't know why it sounded like that.
Best. But it's breaking that script apart and then putting it back together and then just having natural conversations. Now, I typically, this is the first time I broke my rule. Typically, even though I know my scripts like the back of my hand, typically I have them in front of me and I always write out my bullet points before I ever even try, but we just did this on the fly.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a chance to do that. But I'm so versed in my script that no matter what the person says, I say the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? Let me tell you something that I really like about Mark's office, and this actually surprised me just because I've worked with other people that Mark knows, and they aren't setting their kids up for success the way that I see Mark is doing it. So Mark's son, have I told you about him yet? Have I told you about this? So
yeah, you have.
Have I? Okay, cool. So Mark's son doesn't just get a free ride into real estate. Mark made him work in on construction projects all the way up until he turned 18. Then he got his real estate license, and he doesn't just get to walk in and start getting handed leads. Mark's doing this right. He has to start by going into that list that nobody ever wants to call of all these old leads and just dial with no script and just fumble his way through it. And this dude pulled a listing out right away. I think he pulled a restaurant that needed to be sold out. Like he just started just dialing without even knowing what to say. He just made the call and started doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, it's almost like doing a podcast.
It is almost like it, where it's just conversation. It's crazy, isn't it?
But remember how nervous I was at the beginning and stuff like that?
Yeah. And now and now you're like, we'll figure it out. Just throw a chair on top of a dresser and we'll call it good. That's exactly what happened here.
We didn't have what are they called?
The vestibule.
We didn't have that.
That's not a vestibule. What? Just,
no idea.
You're talking about tripod.
The tripod.
Yeah.
We didn't have a tripod.
No.
So we got a table on top of a table.
We have a did pod.
With the microphone holding the phone up.
we have a did pod. We didn't try. We did it.
We did it.
I love that.
I do.
We need a shirt that says that.
We should just take a picture of that and put it on a shirt.
Just put it on a shirt. Did pod. I love it. Hey, long story short, have those awkward conversations.
Yeah, no, you should have those awkward conversations.
A million of them.
Be comfortable being uncomfortable.
How's your real estate journey going so far? What are you up to lately?
Oh wow, I've been
We haven't talked in a
extremely
while.
busy. Yeah, I've been busy going on showings, writing offers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's true, like you said. Sometimes we'll see now houses are sitting
Yeah.
for a little bit more.
Yep.
Other times they're flying.
Yeah.
Just the same.
It
Just
just
got
depends.
listed and it is. Phew.
Yeah.
So I found myself in a couple like highest and best circumstances. And I mean, what's awesome is that even if we don't get that house, it's like, what?
Nothing. Sorry, I was trying not to distract you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Even like if you don't get that house, like no matter what, you just keep trucking along, keep moving. So that's kind of where I'm at with some of my clients.
Sorry. Yeah, I got it.
Bad.
It is.
Anywho, yeah. So
Good.
it's fun, busy.
Oh, it's where
Busy
it's
girl.
it's the thing. The thing that I think that if you're in real estate, you need to understand is that we're coming into, and I remember I did an article back in the day about this, and it's called The Second Summer. I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this. Your summer.
Yeah.
My brain because I know you can separate you from your name. Like, does that make sense? It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like when I say summer, I never think when I'm talking, like I never think summer.
When you're texting and you type out summer, do you put AR yet?
ER, you mean?
Like when you're talking about the
my
season.
phone I never talk about it. So my phone automatically doesn't know what summer is anymore.
It's funny to me sometimes. So like my name's spelled SUMMAR.
Yeah.
And that's when I know I'm getting close to people sometimes. Like I'll see like they'll send a text or something and they're talking about the season or even writing it down.
Yeah.
But they're spelling it AR. I'm like, no, that's me.
Yep. So my brain has been able to distinguish the difference, and so it never. Anyway,
Second summer.
I said summer. It's the second spring, right?
Okay.
Hey, Summer, have I ever told you about the second spring?
No.
There it is. There's the sentence. Good.
Okay.
But because I separate your name out.
Yeah.
Best show ever.
This is a really cool
wrong
show.
one.
I really
I
like
don't know what these buttons do. Oh no, that one's still on. I don't know what we just played.
It stopped.
Good. So the reason I brought that up is that most agents don't realize this, especially in Michigan. Now, again, you can go into your MLS and check all this stuff out. But in Michigan, you'll notice if you go into Real Comp and look this up, when I wrote this article and looked at the trends that were happening, as soon as July ended, going into August, business started to pick up. And the end of August going into September, typically the closed transactions were either as high or higher than they actually are in springtime.
Okay.
So we did some research on this, and of course it makes sense because where does every Michigander go in July? Like how much business, if you look at business as a whole in July, through the data, MLS data, you will see that there's a dip. Why? Everybody goes on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you're not going anywhere, we're on vacation. It's hot. We're at lakes, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason I bring that up is because if you're in real estate right now and you have not worked July, it is time to get ready for the second spring, which is big numbers coming up. And here's how you do it. You start reaching into your peoples and you have awkward conversations. If you haven't talked to them in 6 months and you're afraid to talk to them,
Just
give them a call.
Yeah.
Hey, I know it's been 6 months since I called. Sorry, things got crazy.
Even if you send a text.
Even if you send a text, I'm still a big proponent. You know, you can send a text to somebody and be like, hey, sorry, it's been 6 months. I haven't talked to you. If they can hear that, though, it's going to go better. And if you leave it as a voicemail, that's fine. You can slide dial them. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But start having those conversations now. The second spring is coming. There's a lot of opportunity for you to have that Mune coming in.
Second summer.
The second summer. Well, the first summer of the second spring is coming in.
It's that.
Best show ever.
Let's begin.
Summer, what time is it?
All right, guys, it's time to turn off the lights. We're going to lock the door and pull the sign. We're ending Open House, the podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week when we open the door up and let you back in.
This is the best podcast you'll ever watch.
This is the best.
The door is open, so come on in. Sound check done, let's begin. Breaking news, the guest is you. Streaming live for you to view.